I have actually tried to do this um, on live stream. Some people come in late, different times, and everything like that. Because a lot of Americans want to learn, or some British people, so I have to try and learn. I thought best way to do this is how to draw basics. You get what I'm saying, right? If you didn't know, this line here, there, and there are the most important lines when you're drawing on a face. Why? Because this line demonstrates which way your character is going to face. Do you know what I mean? I think it's important. I think it's very, very, very important indeed. So you need just if you do that right. So we're gonna do this, do the jawbone, which is basically like a big U, big letter U. Do you know what I mean? You got like these little lines here, which is the jawbone. It's from your ear, it's like just under your ears. You can just have a feel there. You can literally feel like the jaw. Do you know what I mean? And then it goes down. It's like a big U. You know what I mean? With this one, you gotta understand from if you're this is called the 3/4 view, right? This is why I don't know what the technical term is, but I reckon this. I'm gonna call it 3/4 view because this is my channel and this is my rules and this is my tutorial. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. As you look like 3/4, you see here. Well, no, they're here, right? You'll see like a little dint where my eye is. So we're gonna do that right now. We'll get the dint and we'll do the jaw. Okay. So I'm gonna choose a different color so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Right. So now these lines, it's all about lines. It's lines of basic shapes. When you look at a picture of an artist, a comic or whatever, and you go, whoa, that work is sick, mate. You could literally just like when you train your mind, you can just see shapes. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. It's just shapes, and it's amazing when you get your eyesight to that level, and you can see through the complicated image, the beautiful image that you admire the most, and the most admired artist. You can see the basic shapes and how we did that. That's basically what I'm going to show you today. Why? Because I'm a good Samaritan and I'm here for you guys. You know what I mean? This is a highly requested video, and I'm going to try my best on it. Keep it up with Dave style. Anyway, right. So these are the eyes. So there's the eye line. There's where I would usually put my eyes. There's where I usually put my eyes. And the greatest thing is about cartoons, it doesn't make a difference if you right or wrong. I'll show you through other experiments when we create our own characters. I'll be going into that. And then you got this. My favorite is the 3/4 view. By the way, I forgot to put this. That's the side view, right? That is the front view, right? And that is what we call the 3/4 view. That's what I call the 3/4 view. Why? Because I'm Dave and this is my channel, UMFs. And then we're gonna do the nose line, which is like that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, whatever. Thank you, man. And then you got to do the mouth, mouth, mouth. You know what I mean? So you say you're happy and you know what lines do what. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna go through three expressions that I use quite often. It's basically my go-to faces. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna select a different color because you need to see exactly what I'm doing. Because otherwise you'd be like, Dave, I cannot see it. And then I'll look like an idiot, and then I'll have to get rid of the video, and I don't really want to do that, and I don't think you want me to do that. Anyways, right? You do a circle. Like I love doing circle eyes, for many reasons, because you can change the facial expression with just little lines, and it's amazing. You look at all the cartoons, like you look at all the great cartoons, like you look at Bugs Bunny, you look at all the Looney Tunes, you look at let's go more modern, shall we? Well, we all know The Simpsons, Family Guy, all circles, and it's amazing. There's an amazing book out as well about the art of The Simpsons. I will show you that in the next video, where I get my inspiration from. Anyways, with this one, I'm gonna put him as an angry MFer, right? So there's your eyebrow, and then you'll do that, okay? And then I want him extremely angry, so I'll squint his eye. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, when I draw over that, I won't. I'll basically get rid of that and that. If you get what I'm saying, so I'll have one eye. Yeah. You with me? You with me so far? I haven't lost yet. If I have lost yet, there's a lovely little pause button down at the bottom of the screen. Pause it. Wait. I'll wait. I'm done. And then now we're gonna do a worried face, right? So we're gonna just do like a little curvy line. Oh, the curvy line. Right? Like he's like, oh damn. Things got real. Right? And then I'm gonna put a little extreme. So it's, as you can see, it's just like changing like little things can really make it so like bang in your face. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a normal. I can't stand that face. It's just the way it is. This one I'm gonna have. Oh, this is a surprise. Right, I'm drawing how I feel. Right on this one. Right on the third one, I'm gonna draw how I feel. So basically, when you're doing eyes, it's just like so simple. You can just do with this one. I've literally just did like the eyebrow, where the eyebrow was gonna be, and there. If you couldn't see it before, that's basically what I've done. Right? When I ink that up, that'll look completely freaking different. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go into the nose real quick. I do apologize. This is a little rushed. I was meant to do this ages ago, and it is now what day is it? Thursday. Around 10:15. So yes, that's what I'm doing. So I gotta be really quiet because my neighbors are trying to sleep, and I care about my neighbors. Anyway, um, so let's do the nose, right? So you got like a little dent, as you can see. Like if you're facing there, you got like a little, your forehead, right? That's what you got. So you do nose. Do you know what I mean? Like that. A wham bam. A thank you, mom. Do you know what I mean? Which is just that simple. So the nose is just like quite literally like that. Do you know what I mean? If you got a pointy nose, you can make it a bit more pointy if you really want to. If you got a big bubbly nose like me, then it's okay. That used to be a nose, but I ran into a wall when I was a kid. I couldn't help it. I didn't have my helmet on when I was riding my bike. And my nose is like this stunning thing on my face. It's beautiful. I love it. Right? Now this one. Now I want to show you how I do this one. Like when you're doing a nose, I do like a circle. Right? I do a Kalika, which is a C, everybody, which is the most. It was probably the most commonly thing I do on the face, and then you do a backwards C, right? And you do a squiggly bit, right? I'll explain that to you in a minute, right? So basically, it would look something like this. Do you know what I mean? You can see I can just rub out a few bits and I can make it look like that, right? This one, I'm gonna use again 3/4, and I'll do a C because I got a button nose. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't want to say that. I'm drawing this third one as how I feel. I'm not going to be drawing me. I'm just going to draw a simple bald fella. Yeah. See, the idea is I would love to see what yous come up with, and just tweet me out, and I'll use some of your reference, some of the stuff. I'll look at some of your stuff over the next YouTube videos, and I don't want to say it too much, but I've asked my local art gallery if we can use their art room and put some stuff in, right? And we're gonna look at it together. And we'll have a good look, and we're gonna see what we can do, what will make it better, what will make what you've done is right, and what you might need a little work on. We'll work on it as a community because that's what we are. That's what we want to do up in here in TKM Gamers. We help each other out. We got one person struggling, we go and help them out. Do you know what I mean? That's how we roll up here. With that nose is just basically, I've just done that. It's a very simple nose. Do you know what I mean? You can do a little wrinkle and a little nostril bit. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Pretty. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the ears. So the ear will be here. You know what I mean? The ear will be here, level with your eyes. You got an ear here. Do you know what I mean? I put little J's in. I don't know why. I think it's Simpson reference. I believe. Do not quote me on that, please. And then I find out that I'm wrong. I'm gonna look like a right Foodly Dave, right? So we're gonna go Arty Farty Dave, right? We got Gaming Dave, which is me. Then you got Punisher Dave, which don't like the campus. I'm sorry, it's not about Punisher Dave. Okay, it's not about Punisher. It's Arty Farty Dave. Okay, so we're gonna have to let's look at it more. Right. So when you got that, we're gonna have to do the lip. I want to make him smile. I want to make him smile, like he's got an evil statistic. I got a cunning plan to mess you up. Type face. I like to call it. I'm pretty sure I'll shorten that at some point. Anyway, I got a lip and a jaw. Okay, do you know what I mean? That's how I'm gonna roll, right? So the rest is pretty much simple. Yeah, the rest of them, you kind of just follow the lines that you drew. Do you know what I mean? If you got a long face, you can make the jaw a little longer. You got a defined sexy jaw that I call it. I call it the John Travolta. You know, you can do if you really want to the John Travolta look. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, even pushing whatever age he is, he's a sexy stud. Comfortable by sexuality. That's what that's called, guys. Anyway, right. So basically, when you're happy with what you've got there, let's see. As you can see, they've got the front, got the side front, 3/4 views. Do you get what I'm saying? What we're gonna do is we're gonna lower the opacity on that. So basically, what I want you to do really, Alan, and this is important now, guys. What I want you to do when you're doing all this, I know you might not have Photoshop, or you might have a better version than me. It doesn't really make a difference what version you have. It all does the same freaking thing. Maybe you're paying an extra couple of pounds for the extra couple of features or whatever, like extra paintbrushes and whatever. That's okay. That's cool. Right now we're gonna go over it with a nice block. Like we're gonna have a nice block line. Now you see now with me, I like to use. I can't get it to work on this version. To be fair, I don't like using the same black line. I like using the pen where it's dead thin and it goes fat. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't. It looks more of a cartoony effect. But since we don't have that, and if you don't have one at home, you know what I mean. You'll see. And I hope you do. If you do, you're gonna make your artwork better than mine, and I want to see it. I want to critique it. I want us to critique it as a family, as a unit, as a community, and that's what we are. We're going to help each other out, and that's how we're going to roll with this. So okay, let's do this. So we're going to have the nose, right? We're just going to trace over what you've done. Let's have a nice smile, a big bubble lip, and it's my nickname in school, by the way. Saying, do you know what I mean? You just trace over, you know what I mean? What you've got there. So it'll look like that. And obviously you draw the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Like there you go. Boom. This is side view. I mean it looks okay. I thought it was gonna be worse. I have been practicing, you know, for about 4 days now to try and master that. I think it looks okay. Right? It gets my point across. I like it. So let's get the worried look. You know what I mean? So you got that. It's gonna be awkward in a minute because I got pizza or burger or something coming. Don't know, some kind of doof food backwards if you didn't know. So like yeah, so on here, what I do is I draw that. Do you know what I mean? That's how I do the nose. You know, so like you get a wrinkly bit. That's how basically how I do the nose. Gotta skip ahead of myself. I was wondering why the nose is down there. Like, Dave, what's wrong with you? Have you forgotten? Right? You're supposed to be a teacher and you're forgetting what you're saying. Anyway, moving on. Right? There you go. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Probably could have done it better if it was bigger. I would do the actual nose technique properly. But this is a rough. So I'm doing all the major details on the bottom of every picture. See, I've noticed. Do you know what I mean? Jaw. You know what I mean? A worried face. And a big baldy face. Look at that. What a big, baldy, beautiful face. Now this one, I want to do. This is how I feel right now because I am nervous as cinders as well. Like I am so nervous because I don't want to screw this up because that means I have to make another take and I'll have to do more edits. And I'll be like, this video will come out between now and 2030, and I really want to get this done. So properly. Um, even though I am nervous, this is how I feel right now. So extremely cheesy grin. Yeah. So basically, how I've done that, you see what when you got when you smile real much, you kind of get the the eye. You know what I mean? Like you kind of dints like that kind of thing. So that's what I'm trying to capture. With the smiley face, I'll do it bigger here so you can see. I've literally gone like that. Um, I have done the bottom part because I really want like the really cheesiest grin that I can throw at you. Right? You do your set of teeth, top row, right? You do little. See those triangles there? They're the gums. When you're really showing, you're showing what God gave you, and that is that massive cheesy grin. Do you know what I mean? You know the one that your mum goes, "Oh, that's kind of adorable," until you get to a certain age, and then she's like, "What are you doing? It worked when you were 2. You're 33." You know what I mean? Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Mum just goes, "You know what? Go away." Anyway, with the bottom ones, that's lady. That's Mum and Dave for you though. So there you go. See that's how I would do it. That's basically like to make your mouth a little bit more 3D, to give it a little bit of a pop. Do you know what I mean? I just think the 3/4 view, I don't know why. The 3/4 view is just so sexy. It just packs such a punch that it'll knock you for 6. Do you know what I mean? I only really do the other view angles to demonstrate my animations and stuff like that. So um anyway, so you just follow the line that you just did. Don't forget the John Travolta sexy chin. Do you know what I'm saying? Sexy jawbone. Anyways, I put a bit too much on there. Anyway, I'm not saying that I'm sexy. Well, technically I am, but you get what I'm saying. By the way, I'm not. Anyway, you guys that are new, I'm not really. I don't really love myself. I got low self esteem issues, and I take it when I can get it, and usually it's because of me. Um, but you know. And then boom. See, what you'd learn now. See, this is awkward now because my pizza man's here. And yeah. So, I will go through toning as in cartoons and stuff like that. So you kind of get the idea of what you need to do. But that's just a basic example of what to do. Do you know what I mean? Let's just call it that because that looks a bit silly. Do you know what I mean? It's a basic example of what you should do. I think it's very important to try and to just keep practicing and keep messing around, come up with new things, new designs, and everything else. I think you got it, and I think you will. I think together we can push each other, give each other tips. I'm still, like I've been drawing for years. I still look for tutorials to learn and learn new things and everything else. And I'm sure I'll put a link in the description of YouTube, the YouTubers that I like to watch. And because they got more of a budget than I have, and they're just a lot better in every way. And if if you guys are serious about this and you want to get into art seriously, you will be your own worst critic. Honestly, you will be. You'll say, "Oh, that is terrible," but I can guarantee there'll be someone out there that will go, "Oh my word, how much I want that shit." Do you know what I mean? That's basically how it works. Oh my word, I switch all fans off in here just so I can record this. You know, I've literally done 3 pitches and I am sweating like I've just done like 70 legs in lengths in a swimming pool. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't even swim. I swim depths. I just go bump. I sink like pebbles. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much. So when you're gonna look back at your drawings and in a couple of weeks' time, you'll start seeing things that you don't usually see, and you'll end up picking up new things. You know, it'll be a hell of a lot of interesting experience, and I hope to see some of your work in on Twitter or message me anytime or whisper it to me on Twitch. I'm on Twitch all the time. You know, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for considering to look at this little tutorial. It's gonna be like a series. Hopefully, it'll do well. If it does do well, I'll make up my own little art channel. So I won't separate. I'll separate the game into the art, and then we'll just do our thing. We'll just mess around, and we'll just have a good time, and we'll create so much things, beautiful things, and we'll just exploit it to the world and just say, "There's my artwork." What? Do you know what I mean? It'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful, man. I hope to see it. I really do. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this video. So like, this is kind of weird. Now I'll see you guys on the next one, which I will hopefully be out next week. I'm hoping. It depends what I've got on and what work's got on and stuff like that. So yeah. Um. So anyway, look after yourselves. I'll see you later. I've been Dave from TKM Gaming, and I will see you guys in the next video. And have a good night, or good day, good afternoon, or whatever time it is up at your place. Whatever time you see this video. Take care. Bye bye. Peace.